Welcome to Rooted North Homestead. My name is Desiree, and today I'm going to share with you the who, what, why, where, when, and how of buying food in bulk. So as much as we can, we try to grow or raise all of the food that our family consumes. But in some cases, that's not always an option. So when we can't grow or raise it, we buy it in bulk. And why do we buy in bulk? Well, we live about 45 minutes to our nearest like Walmart or grocery store, and that distance can be a lot when going to get groceries. So we try to limit the amount of trips that we take to the grocery store. With gas prices as high as they are, it saves us money to not have to go to the grocery store as often. Another big reason why we buy our food in bulk is for simple food security. We want to have food on our shelves in case of anything happening, an emergency situation or somebody being ill, something like 2020. We all walked into the grocery stores and the shelves were bare, and I know some of us kind of had an awakening. I know I did. That's when I started thinking about homesteading and raising chickens and having food from my garden preserved and whatnot. I don't want to rely on the grocery store, so buying in bulk helps me not have to rely on that. Another reason why we buy in bulk is because I try to have our family live like an 80-20 lifestyle. 80% of homemade from scratch meals and 20% of processed junk that we really shouldn't be eating. Am I perfect at living that 80-20 lifestyle? No. Sometimes it's 60-40. I can't be perfect, but I try to do the best I can for my family. So when I'm buying in bulk, I'm buying ingredients. I'm not buying processed meals. So where and when do I buy my bulk items? Well, as I was saying before, our closest grocery store, Walmart, or whatever is about 45 minutes away, and they really don't sell anything in bulk. Our closest Costco or Sam's Club is like 2.5 hours away, so that's not realistic. So for a while, I've been trying to find a better option, and recently I have. And that is through a company called Azure Standard. So Azure is basically an online buying co-op that's located in the US, where you just go online and you place your order, and once a month a semi-truck will come to your drop-off location and you will go there and pick it up. Now Azure has a ton of items to choose from on their website. Everything is non-GMO, most of it's organic, and it's not all food either. There's a lot of household items, health and body care. You can even buy animal feed. The options are endless. And everything I've tried so far is great quality. And I also have to say their customer service is awesome. One time I ordered a flat of peaches, and the peaches came with a few that were already going bad. All I had to do was email the company, no questions asked, and they gave me a credit on my account. There are drop-off points all throughout the United States, and each drop-off location has a coordinator that helps just keep everything organized. So when your order is on its way, you will get an email with the time and the date of your drop-off. It's easy. You just walk up to the semi, the driver calls your name, you grab your package, and you take off. So I'm just about to pull out of my driveway to go drive down and pick up my Azure order, and I thought I would bring you with to show you just how simple it is. It is later in the afternoon, so I'm hoping it doesn't get too dark to show you, but we'll give it a shot. Let's go. is Just another reason why I buy in bulk. If you're interested in checking out Azure yourself, I'll put a link in the description that will send you right to their website, and you can check out where the drop-off points are and all the items that they offer. And if you're local to me, I'll let you know that our closest drop-off point is in that same town where we go grocery shopping, about 45 minutes away. You know, the one where the hospital is and all that stuff. So our local drop-off point is there, but I am trying to get a drop-off location here in our town. And it really wouldn't take much to get a truck to come up here, just a handful of people really. So if you are interested in any of this and you're local to me, please let me know, because having a numbers idea would help. All right, so I think that's a quick little rundown of what Azure is and how you can check it out. So let's get started with showing you what I got. Now, this is our 4th month ordering from Azure, and like I said, I've loved everything, and I've only had the one problem with the peaches. But you can get meat there, produce, all sorts of things. So this is what I got this time, and every month it's kind of different. Some months I ordered the same things, like some of the dairy products. So we don't have a milk cow that's currently milking, so we buy all of our dairy. Maisie Moo will be due in June, and then hopefully we won't have to buy much of our dairy anymore. We will just get our dairy from Maisie. But for now we're buying. So this is a full case of butter. This I will put in the freezer, and it will last us a very long time. I've bought this before and I absolutely love it. It's the Nancy's Probiotic Sour Cream. This is probably one of the best sour creams I've ever tasted. Not only that, it has probiotics in it. So I wanted to try more of the Nancy's brand. So this time I also got some cream cheese, some cottage cheese. My kids love cottage cheese for a snack. And then some yogurt. Of course, they love that too. Now, as I was saying before, you can buy small items or you can buy large bulk items. If I wanted to buy these in bulk, I would buy a case, and like the sour cream, I think the case is 6 of these tubs. This time I wanted to try some of the raw milk Monterey Jack cheese, but I didn't want to buy a huge block of it until I tried it, which I'm sure we'll love it. But first I bought a small quantity before I buy the big bulk item. Alright, that's it for dairy. For our milk, you can buy milk on Azure, but for our milk, we usually just go to our local gas station that's like just down the road, and we get our milk there. Alright, next up, I got some extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. This is a gallon, and that will last us quite a while. I also got a ½ gallon of organic maple syrup. I like to put a little bit of maple syrup in my coffee in the mornings, and I do want to start tapping my own maple trees so that I no longer have to buy maple syrup for that, but just haven't done it yet. So one day, hopefully, that will happen. Organic cornstarch. I got 2 boxes of that. Another cool thing that they offer on the website is essential oils. So this time I got some tea tree oil. And I got some organic cacao powder, not cocoa powder, similar to cocoa powder. I actually haven't tried this, but I've heard it's great in like smoothies and cookies and things, so I thought I'd give it a try. I got some non-GMO baking powder. With this, I will break it up into a few different containers and store it. Same with powdered sugar. And then I got a 10-pound bag of unbleached all-purpose flour that's organic. I meant to get a larger bag of this, but I guess I will next time. But same thing, I'll section this out and put it into a few different containers. Then I got a case of organic ketchup. This tastes just like the ketchup that all the kids love, but it is organic and it also has less calories, less carbs, and less sugar. We love this ketchup, so I bought a case of it. It'll last us a while. And then the last thing I got this month was tortillas. We like to use tortillas in like breakfast burritos and tacos of all sorts. So I got quite a few packages actually. They are frozen tortillas. This is something that I could just make from scratch, but the ingredients in these are all ingredients that I am good with giving to my family. So to save time, I did buy a convenience item like this. So these are whole wheat tortillas, organic. And then I also got a few different sizes of white tortillas. So those will go in our freezer. So this was kind of a little haul for us this month. Next month will be different. I just put things in my cart as I go throughout the month, and then on the day that my order is due, I double check it to make sure everything I want is there, and I wait to hear when my drop-off time is. I think my small community and communities just like mine can really benefit from a delivery service like this. When we have to drive so far to get our groceries and we can't find like organic, non-GMO, good ingredients foods, it's nice to have something like this that will come right to you. Now, people in large communities, big towns and cities, they also use this service, and I think that's great. That just shows how great of a company it is and how great of a quality their products are. Now, a lot of these items are more short-term. We'll use them, in the next couple of months, but some of the items we will store for more long-term use, just so that we don't have to buy them as often, and again, for food security in case of emergencies or whatever. I wouldn't really consider myself a prepper. I just like to have like a couple months of food on hand just in case. Okay, so to store for long term, I use Mylar bags. So they come in all different sizes, and you can store all kinds of dry goods in them. You just open it up, put the dry good in, and then they come with these oxygen absorbers. You just put one of those in there, and then you use like a flat iron for your hair or just a regular iron to seal the top. Then when you're ready to use it, you just tear off the top and open it up, and the food's still good in there. Dry goods can last in these Mylar bags for a long time. Things like rice, flour, sugar, salt, beans, popcorn. Some of them are like up to 10 years, some of them are up to 20. Popcorn can stay good in Mylar bags forever. Use the brand Wallaby. I feel like they have the best product. I like that Wallaby has a zipper on top as well so that you can reseal it if you would like to. Wallaby also comes with labels. And if you get a pack like this one that has multiple sizes in it, it has the labels, and it also has the oxygen absorbers right in the pack, so you don't have to buy those separate. This is the only company that I know of that has options like those, so these are my favorite. I will put a link in the description below so you can check these out. Now to store the Mylar bags, we use food grade buckets and Gemma lids. So the lids just spin right off. No critters can get in there or anything, safe from mice and bugs. And you just put your Mylar bags right in there and use it as needed. This right here is chocolate chips. I have salt in here and baking soda as well. So there's a bucket that is ready. To store things upstairs in my kitchen, I just use like large jars or small mason jars to do like our as needed portions, and then when those jars empty, I go downstairs, grab the next bag we need, and I don't have to go to the grocery store. These buckets and lids are actually also available at Azure. All right, so that's the who, what, why, where, and when of buying bulk food for our family. See you next time.